clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Appointment. AC. Matt Pitt in the house.
Yo.
Bah.
Oh, man.
Yo, bah.
Let the trailer trash begin. That's right, Amanda. I don't know.
Ladies
This guy comes from money, though, doesn't he?
I believe so. Yeah.
Money can't buy you brains. Hey, listen, we haven't done one of these in a long time. Look, Keemstar's right. It is deader than dead out right there. It's as dead as it gets. As far as topics, we try to bring the best topics around the internet, stuff that you'll enjoy, I'll enjoy, the whole nine. I'll never forget the RV string when Bake fought with his friends for a cold can of Chef Boyardee. I've seen rats fighting over pizza. Let me catch the last part of that.
Rats fighting in the gutter over pizza with more civility.
Yeah. This is really funny. So we'll show you what Bake did. A couple other things. But we're going to do what we haven't done in Ice Ages. We're going to take your calls as far as it. So you want to load them up. If you're in there, we'll take them. If not, see you in the after show. What do you got for the after show?
After show is just the post show, and then later on at 6 p.m. Eastern, we're doing Stardust versus the World.
Stardust versus the World, right here, Shot from the Points. That's why it's good to become a member and sync that thing to Discord. You know?
She's gonna take on 500 men and beat them all off of her back. You know, she needs to get them off her back. So, very simple.
In honor of this, I played as Rampart for a whole 24 hours on Apex Legends in this season.
God bless you, Tom.
Yes, I did. Well, because I think a lot about minorities, and I care a lot. So I think playing as Rampart, who is an alien from another time, another world, another place, but does appear to be Indian with some kind of quasi-London accent. So I thought that was appropriate.
She is brown.
She is brown. Rampart's brown. And the only thing is Stardust does not sound like she runs a 7-Eleven. So we'll just leave it at that.
Captain Poofers was $5. It sucks when everyone is behaving. Commentary is slow this week.
It's going to be slow for a while, I think, to come. If these aren't the last days, just, I got to be honest with you.
Tommy, hold on.
I can't wait for Tom to make another video. Commentary is dead.
It's not
50.
that it's dead. It's constantly evolving. It's constantly changing. And it doesn't mean you'll be in any part of the picture in it in the future. I think there are new guys that are coming up, and they seem to be avoiding this route, probably smartly. You know? And it's not what it used to be. I damn near made a video on the other channel. I saw Augie say something to Keem, like, release the beast. You know, or you said something, I don't know why things are slow and things are bad and it's not like it used to be, and they're, curbing my channel. And like Augie wrote, like, well, that's why I don't care anymore. I'm gonna be a little more nasty. I don't care if my fans don't like it, blah blah blah. I want to get it back to like sort of that Cabo spirit, which I thought Lyrics is gonna bring back, perfectly honest with you. I did.
He brought back tears in anime.
Amaranth is announcing her retirement. It's crazy stuff to come, according to her. Amaranth, really?
She's gonna go full time working at that gas station or whatever.
She's gonna become a nun.
She's gonna be like a sexy gas girl. Like, mind if I pump your gas?
Well,
and
anyway.
it's like one of those '80s movies with like the girl at the car wash. Only she's just like, it's just like underwhelming. She just like sticks the nozzle into the car. It's like, so how's your day?
Yes.
I just want my gas, bitch. It's $6 a gallon.
Yeah, I know. Right. Anyway, I'm glad I don't drive.
Same.
What I was saying before, what's his name? Augie said, release the beast. And Keem replied exactly like I thought he would. I can't, I'll get banned. There's your answer why things aren't what they were. It's the censorship is creeped to the point where it's like a lot of the things, it's not like you're being directly censored, so to speak. It's having sort of a chilling effect on other things. And
you get a bob and weave.
Yeah, people are bob and weaving better, and they know how to handle it, and a lot better. And another thing is like, yeah, Keem is not doing what he used to and stuff like that. He's also, I saw him on he was at the same show that Elon Musk was at. I see him in mainstream stuff all the time now. Maybe he just evolved into something else. That's not a criticism, by the way. It just happens. So yeah.
Do you think when Augie said release the beast, he meant say the N-word?
Yes, that's what he said. He said bring Alex back into the fold. The other problem is, and I think it's something Keem brought up as well, is this doesn't feel like a community like it once did. I think that's why people long for 2016. Because it did feel like you sub to a couple channels and you're a part of everything. You don't see that anymore. You see documentaries. I'm quoting Keem exactly because he's 100% correct. You don't even, if you sub to a channel, you may not get the notifications. Guess where they don't have that problem? TikTok. TikTok is what YouTube sort of used to be. Love it or hate it. That's where the kids go. And I'm not really aiming at kids' audience. And this platform might be dying as well as the genre. The genre's been dying since 2016. But, I mean, there was always enough of it. And I do think if they change things algorithmically, if they let some stuff slide, if they weren't so ban happy. And maybe another thing is like people are like, pandemic seems to be over. Maybe people are like, I spent the last 2 years inside. What do I get to listen to Tommy C for? Can't say I blame you.
Yeah.
So you're saying if I want kids, TikTok, right?
I want money and attention and fame. That's what I'm saying.
If I want to go the Epstein route.
If you really think about 2016, who's left, how things changed, people have come and gone. The only guy that's really kicking serious ass has been almost untouched until recently. It's Pyrocynical. That's it.
Yeah.
And he's you gotta say what you want. As creepy as the guy might be, like you gotta give him fucking credit. He's got his own unique style of comedy. No matter what he does, he could do a game from 2003, do a video on it, have it be an hour and a half. He's gonna get 3.5 million views on the motherfucker. I mean, it is amazing, and that really speaks to how good he is, like how ridiculously good he is. And I think a lot of the people in this audience. Yeah, the first one was I hate pyro. I think you grow out of pyro. And then there wasn't a lot of sort of edgy creators that came after him. Everybody just obeys the algorithm a lot more. It used to be the algorithm is be outrageous, be funnier. You do that.
You need to take down Pyrocynical once and for all.
You want this Keemstar cock.
That's what you're saying. He wants
Keemstar
to pick him up and rub his like big sweaty moobs all over him.
I saw David say the other day. She said the best podcast on the internet right now is probably fucking PPP and Worski.
Best podcast on the internet? No way.
She said something like
no,
that.
No. Come Town.
Yeah, those guys are pro. That's a different stratus. That's like mainstream Hollywood comedy. I think
not even mainstream.
That's Vito said it a long time. There's a difference between internet funny and like comedian funny, like stand up. Those guys are stand up comedian funny. It's a whole different. I think they're in a different. Andy Dick, please help. One more phone call. I struck down. Please call me. There's a bottle of vodka in my fridge. I need it. Andy Dick's in big trouble.
They don't even. I mean, they do stand-up comedy still occasionally, but it's not even like they're very
but that's not the point. It's just a different. It's a complete. They're serving a lot of people that are not that deeply steeped in internet culture, so it's not an audience that you're really ever going to pick up. So and I'm getting so going back to PPP and Worski. Well, they don't give a fuck, and it's pretty clear. Now they put themselves in a position. I don't know about PPP so much, but I do know about Worski. They put themselves in a position. That where they don't have to because he'd banned from every goddamn platform on the planet. And props to Worski for keeping it going and all that stuff. Well, he's been very resourceful. And now they're just having a good time. Like he said, I think he's deadly accurate. So it's fun. I love Casino. Like Amanda's a black woman. They're not exactly aiming it at her, and she loves the show. So
you get like 6,000 people in there.
It's very weird that Worski always has to co-host with these like really fat guys, though. I would say it wouldn't say anything if it happened once, but it's happened twice now, and
makes him look like Brad Pitt.
It's like he's like a chubby chaser.
He's like the Michael Cera to like the Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Like PPP.
Yeah.
Or the
it's Michael
Cera. It's Leonardo DiCaprio to fucking Jonah Hill.
Well, it's like if Michael Cera and Jonah Hill just said the N-word for 20 minutes. That's what the casino is.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't give a fuck. They don't get. But in order to put myself in their position, I would have to implode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely and totally and fucking implode. So yeah, I give him props. And especially, here's the thing. One thing. What happens when Ralph is really finished? Everybody else is finished too, because he is keeping his community
That's
rolling.
what I've been thinking.
Yeah,
because that's their whole fucking business.
It's
like
just,
what else do we really have besides like Ralph thing? And it's like Medicare had like DSP and then Ralph. Medicare can at least. I don't even know if Medicare can.
Medicare can do what Nick does. He not invents it, but he takes a situation that's seemingly unfunny and puts it in a perspective that's ridiculously funny. Like, I never even saw it that way before. That's how funny it is. Nick was really good at that. And I think Medicare can do that with just about any subject as long as he personally finds it interesting. Oh, shit. Brienne, $100.
Wow.
Money. Thanks for keeping it fun. We'll do our best. Really? Right now we're bitching. Now I want to get into it. But today I really want to take your calls, and thank you so much, Brienne. I do appreciate it. Appreciate it a whole lot. One's in the chat for Brienne, please. So getting back to, there's really not much to show you, other than maybe I don't even know what. Am I surprised? I don't see.
I mean, it's not surprising. It's not surprising at all. It's what I would expect.
It's exactly what you would expect. It's ridiculous. All right, this is the timestamps in there.
Don't you?
This
don't
is
you
yeah.
know, Tom, it's the year of Baked Alaska, Yoba 2022.
Yoba.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Yoba, Tommy? The year of Baked Alaska?
No, hold on a second. Ralph is like a whale carcass. The bottom feeders will feast for months, but what happens when they run out of whale meat? I think it's a reasonable question, Nesquick. That's kind of what we're saying, but you put it in a beautiful metaphor.
Because what do they have? What do they have? Chris Chan? No, Chris Chan's fucking in jail.
He doesn't
what
do
do they
content
have?
as much
Fucking
as he used to.
Shadman? Shadman's like not even like relevant.
My understanding is that you're.
All right. So this is Baked Alaska. Thanks to this is age restricted for reasons I don't understand. He's at the trial for, I imagine, January 6th thing.
Yeah.
And I guess, well, he'll explain it to you. And this is exactly what you don't do. This is Judge talking to Tim Shithead. What's his last name?
His name is like Anton. Yeah, his name is like Antonine or something like that. Something like really French.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. It really sounds really French.
All
right, here it is. This is nothing short of amazing. Here we go.
Your president in court today entered a plea of guilty to a one-count inflammation charging you with parading, demonstrating, or picketing at the United States Capitol in violation of the federal code. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why do you wish to plead guilty?
Well, I wanted to go to trial, but the prosecutors said if I didn't go to trial, they would put a felony on me. So I think this is probably the better route.
Well, let me ask you this question. Are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
I mean, I believe I'm innocent.
We'll pick a trial date.
But I don't. They're saying if I go to trial, they're going to hit me with a felony.
I can't take your plea of guilty if you tell me you're innocent. So let's pick a trial date. Everyone look at the trial calendar for next spring.
Your Honor, is that a fair thing that they can threaten me with an additional charge a year and a half later?
You have a lawyer who can speak for you.
Baked Alaska.
Okay. All right, get your calendars out.
Your Honor, if I can correct the record, the government did not say that we would charge Mr. Gianna with a felony if he did not take the plea. We did say that the case would continue to be investigated, and where the facts led is where the...
How much you want to bet she's lying? How much you want to bet that's exactly what the government told him? He's too stupid to lie. You're lying.
Charges.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he wanted to lie, he could have lied and not said that, like, God told him to say this or that. Like, you know, he could have lied, but, like,
he didn't lie.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because he's stupid.
Your office has proceeded in a very honorable manner, and I didn't believe that when I heard it. So let's pick a trial date. We're looking at next spring.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mark, I scheduled a trial in February.
See, the government, I wonder if the judge has it in for the prosecutor for some reason. Right? And just like she's coming in there just to be, it's exactly what they told him. I'm sure that's exactly what they told him. And now, if they put him to regular jail, he doesn't have any motivation to snitch at anybody else because he's going to be doing like regular time. So why don't he just serve his sentence and not help the government?
Yeah.
Your Honor, we didn't cut some kind of legal bullshit back there. That's not true at all. We told them we'd continue to investigate. That's not how that shit works. They tell you that, wink, wink, and then they don't do it. Because if they stop doing it, then no one would ever fucking snitch again because there would be nothing in it for them. So my guess is Tim was the only guy honest here. And here's the thing, guys. I don't know if you didn't know this. Here, I'm going to speak to you, all right? I'm not going to call you a fucking moron. But I'm going to tell you something, all right, with these plea deals. You can't tell a judge, I'm pleading guilty, but I'm not guilty. In any courtroom in the civilized world. No. That is the dumbest fucking thing. What you say up there is supposed to be the 100% truth. So he essentially gave a plea of innocent. Now, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure he told the absolute truth. Oh, yeah, I mean, I could do less time. I won't have a felony on my record. Makes sense to me. And they have to do it. They have to live up to their end of the deal. Because he won't snitch on everybody. That's it.
Yeah.
This is hysterical. How stupid can you be? I asked my father when I was 10 years old. I can remember the conversation. Can you go up there? Because I remember somebody, actually it was 10. Maybe I was like 16 or 17. It was when OJ happened. Because we found out OJ had pleaded no contest to kicking the shit out of Nicole Brown Simpson. He was trying to explain what no contest meant, right? It means you're basically pleading guilty, but you're not saying you're guilty, which is essentially what he kind of did, right? But it doesn't mean you don't get sentenced and go to trial. I'm no contest. I'm not contesting anything, but I'm saying I'm guilty. All right. What if you say I'm not guilty, but I'm taking the guilty plea? And here's what my father told me: you will immediately your guilty plea will be thrown out, and you'll be forced to put in an innocent plea. Like, this is common shit. You see this all the time on YouTube, and people, they just don't know anything about how our system works. Like, nothing. They literally know. How much about did they teach you about the Constitution when you were a kid in school?
Well, they basically taught us, like, they taught us, like, broad strokes of, like, Constitution.
Yeah.
They taught us the Bill of Rights, you know, and how that was, like, tacked on there, too, to kind of, like, secure what the Constitution itself didn't cover. But they didn't, like, go, there wasn't a lot really on, like, oh, what does this court procedure mean? What is this and that? Nobody was like, oh, well, you can't do this if you plead this in a court, you know, like.
Okay.
There's no specialized, like, education.
And I'm not pulling my, although I do think my father's generation got a better education than I did. All right. Here's the way they used to do it, and I think they stopped this deliberately. They did the broad strokes. So, you know, you have your executive branch, your judicial branch, legislative branch, and all that stuff. But they didn't stop there. So if there was something in the current news that applied to what they were doing, they explained how things work. Now, you couldn't do absolutely everything, right? Or they brought up an older case, and they explained how things worked based on what you were learning. I have a feeling they just they teach us. They say there's a judicial branch, there's a executive branch, that's the president, and the legislative branch, and then you have to answer the questions right on your multiple choice test, and you move on. There's no explanation. Like, the teacher has no expertise. They have no stories. They don't have any back. Do they do that? Because my teacher would go out. I remember in 1975, this particular thing happened, and that's how it affected this. And this is true 90% of the time, except for this particular case. And each teacher would be different. Like, the better teacher they were was the more information they actually had that they were teaching you. Everything else was like from a book. Does that sound like your education?
Yeah, well, you have to assume we have a lot of shitty teachers. We have more shitty teachers than anything else nowadays, and they literally are just there to like do the minimum, get their paycheck, and get out. Like, I remember one history teacher I had; she would like just pull random articles from the news, and then like give us a bunch of like bullshit like things to make us like to see if we were paying attention to like her talking about it, Yeah, she would also like she would literally get her PowerPoint for what we were learning off of Google. She would just like Google the subject and then PowerPoint at the end, and then be like, "Oh, this looks good. I'm gonna teach you about fucking 1800s history."
It's worthless as the unionized teachers that I had to deal with that were complete garbage, right? Yeah. As worthless as they were 10 times more worthless for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. You have to
Is
imagine.
There a fan in the background of your.
What'd you say?
Every time you talk, it sounds like.
Oh my god! It's because somebody's literally mowing the fucking lawn outside.
Okay, there's nothing we do.
Hold on.
There's nothing we do because everything you talk.
Turn on your noise suppression.
Yeah.
That's what it is actually. Yeah, you're right. Noise suppression.
So it's just like, I don't know how anybody could be this painfully stupid. There's no. I don't get it. I'm just listening.
Let's see.
Yes, you did, Your Honor. Yes, you did.
Tuesday, March.
And imagine telling a judge, "Do you think that's fair?" Well, obviously, I'm the judge making the judgment.
7.
I'm not going to go into this. What basically happened? He's going to get a chance. He gets a repeat to be not to be as retarded next time. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he gets a. Yeah, actually, I sent you a tweet that sums it up.
Okay, great.
Oh, you have a tweet? Okay.
Right. I sent you a tweet in your DMs.
Which one?
Sums
From
it up.
Zoe Tillman?
Yeah. Zoe Tillman.
Let's see this.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, no. Blue checkmark. Journalist talking about, late far right streamer.
Sullivan says status here for July 22nd, the end of the 60-day window. Gonnet? Is that how you say his name?
Gionnet. Yeah, Amine Gionnet.
Gionnet.
That's what his name is. It's or Tim.
Yeah.
So that going down the left wing. Now he has to take a plea deal, as is for a prep for a trial in March of 2023. That's funny. Gionnet, thank you for the additional time. I appreciate it. Sullivan, these things happen. I wasn't born yesterday. You were. I wasn't.
You know how like the judge is like just pities him because he's so what he did was so fucking dumb. I think he was
fucking with the prosecutors. I really do.
Yeah.
I think he might have been fucking with the prosecutors. Sullivan is one of the longest serving federal judges in D.C. Recount of all his major courtroom moments will make a lot more than a tweet, but you may remember him from the such noble interrupted hearings of Michael Flynn's postponed sentencing. Interrupted hearings. Oh, wait a minute. Judge told Michael Fee, arguably you sold your country out. No, then my theory's wrong. So he's an anti-Trumper then. He wants to put no, I was wrong. He wanted to put him in jail. Because if he hated the prosecutor, that means he hated the government.
Right.
No, I was 100% wrong. So he went after Michael Flynn, who was fucking innocent. 100% innocent. It was just the most choreographed perjury trap in history.
I can only imagine people are upset that he didn't he didn't instantly go to trial or something like that. Like, oh, you get 60 days.
He's trying to. He's probably an anti-Trumper, and he wants to put that motherfucker in jail because he couldn't get this guy.
Maybe.
I mean, that's how the Democrats are down to. They're down to making themselves feel better by putting a moron like that in jail. And I don't care if they do. Yeah. I mean, nobody cares about Baked Alaska. I mean,
it's not. Yeah, it's funny. It's it's not even for because everybody talks about, oh, he pepper sprayed people in the live streams and blah blah blah. It's not even something like that where it's okay, yeah, it's a shitty thing. You know, obviously anybody would go to jail for that. But no, it's just you went to the Capitol and then you picked up Nancy Pelosi's phone.
And most of those people are guilty of trespassing. They're not guilty of any kind of insurrection. This is just an imaginary thing because these people are so frustrated and they're losing their grip.
No, but he picked up Nancy Pelosi's phone.
Oh.
And then pretending like he was getting a call from Trump in the White House.
Yeah,
or whatever,
I know. They were hooligans. It was a soccer riot. That's all it was.
Right.
No hooliganism allowed.
And I love it. Well, just because I heard what's this fucking idiot on Twitter keeps saying that to me. Just because they didn't get the results they wanted. What results did they want? They didn't do anything. They didn't kill anybody. They didn't take anybody prisoner. They didn't pick up arms. They just acted like they got on exactly what you said. They got on Nancy Pelosi's phone and said, "Hey, it's drug." It was almost like a frat got in there. And
it's like Norm Macdonald said, it's it was so nice of these insurrectionist terrorists to obey the rope banister, and go single file in a line,
I didn't see that till recently, single file line.
Oh no! I'm just paraphrasing.
They need a boogeyman, and that's what this is. This is a big fucking boogeyman. And I don't look. Basically, he should go to jail for the shit he did with the pepper spray. I don't give a rat's ass about him, But let's be honest. These people aren't guilty for any more than trespassing. And if you want to make them more than that, I think you're pro-political prisoner. I mean, this is nothing. This is nothing. It did not bring our government brought the country to a standstill. Not this riot. The riot was over. Didn't it break up on its own? They just got sick of being insurrectionists about halfway through. They were so committed to this, let's go home now. It sucks.
It's eventually stopped, right?
It just kind of broke up on its own.
Yo, what's up, pimps?
What's up, how do you like my title?
Up? Yeah, no, I'm here now. It worked.
WillyMac Show, everybody. WillyMac Show. So that's what I'm showing. So Willie's here. We'll take your call on anything, unless Matt, you got something else to show us. Mediger put out there because I want to make this a call-in show if possible. I haven't talked to you guys live forever, and there's nothing going on. So we'll take the next half an hour is dedicated to you, sir, right. You, ma'am. Let's see.
Oh, this is what Norm said. My bad. He said, "I loved when the violent terrorists made sure to respect the velvet ropes in Statuary Hall."
Yeah,
and it's the picture is literally them walking in between the velvet ropes, barring you off from the other parts in Statuary Hall.
Well, you know what I really understand? After I saw some, pretty violent, political protests, if that's what they even were, just maybe as an excuse to blow shit up or fucking knock a cop down, just months earlier, and I'm supposed to believe that this is a threat to my well-being. I'm not a fucking moron here. And I think it's backfired on them to some extent. The people that have perpetuated this exaggeration. I don't think anybody's buying it. I think what they've succeeded in doing is silencing people on social media from bitching about it. That's what they did. That's all they did. But I think they're going to find out in November that's not going to work. Baked Alaska just talked himself out of the trial, but this is what I saw. That's how I found about it. Now the judge is saying, do what you want. Go talk to your lawyers, Baked. I'll give you a fair trial. Probably no chance.
The judge calls him Baked?
Yeah. No, he didn't. He's paraphrasing.
Jim Mediger, notoriously great reporter.
Reason. Judge is literally fucking with him. Yeah, but it's pretty clear if the judge was involved in the Michael Flynn thing, and Michael Flynn is really the beginning of Russiagate. That he wants to throw Baked in jail for a long time. He should be pissing his fucking pants. And Baked should take a trial by jury, because that guy will throw you in jail the rest of your life if you can get away with it. He'll give you a penalty if you can get away with it. He's out there. He's like clearly Baked Alaska is a threat to no one other than himself and whoever he pepper sprays. I'm supposed to believe guys like him and Nick Fuentes are like masterminds. They're a bunch of fucking
They're going
dunce.
to take down the U.S.
Yeah.
They're going to rip us apart. They're going to.
Nick Fuentes is literally like a Zoomer I would bully. You know.
Yeah, I don't
like Nick Fuentes,
just like a dweeby kid.
You know what?
Yeah.
If Nick Fuentes was never like really big into politics, he'd just be in the commentary community.
Yeah,
like that's
probably.
literally.
Yeah, he seems like a commentary.
He'd be with John Swan with his like 15-year-old army, bro.
Pretty much.
No, he would be the first to like talk like shit on John Swan, and everybody would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're just a racist. You're just," and then like John Swan comes out lying. They're like, "Oh shit,
The racist was right."
oh shit, Nick was." Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Well, imagine Nick Fuentes and Nick DiOrio together at last, like commentary duo.
Truly, truly unbelievable. I guess none of you guys want to call in, so all right.
Well, there was one guy, and then he left. So I was about to pull him in.
You just got to go in and wait and call. It's just like even if you're not a member.
I don't think anyone wants to call in anymore.
No, not anymore. Okay, fine.
How's it going, Willie? Are you tuned in? You keyed into any of this stuff going on?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Big.
I killed 2 people and shot another. I'm free as fuck.
Right,
you walked into a building and are probably going to do time. Kyle Rittenhouse. Thank you.
No, nice.
No.
We got people now.
All right.
Oh, we do?
Okay. Yes.
Get him out of here.
Take a call. Let's take a call. Brick. I'll go with the new guy first. I think he's new.
Hi.
Monkey, are you affiliated with media? How are you? How can I help you?
I want to talk about something that AC brought up about like education shit.
He's available.
Sorry, I hit the button. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think like the major problem with schools and shit is the fact that it's not completely
yeah,
like,
man.
the thing is, it's not like part of
Dude,
a
I
government
hated it too,
thing.
bro. It fucking sucked, man. One time I got caught smoking weed, and then the teacher just like, she didn't even call my dad, man. She just took it away. I bet she smoked it herself. But go ahead.
Okay. But like, the thing is, it's not like a sort of like centralized thing. No matter how like bullshit laws are added.
Yeah, man.
Like here in Ohio, I got taught those exact things we were talking about. Like, well, kind of in a half-assed way, I guess. But like, just
about
not
law and court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's also like government classes.
I only have a day. Are you ever gonna call in again? I want you to. Are you ever gonna call in again?
Probably. I don't know.
Cool, man. What else
I
is
took
going?
1 year of government in high school, and it was one of those things where literally I already knew like half of the shit before it even got brought up in class. And like, you know what's embarrassing? You know what's really embarrassing is when like, and I've had this happen before, is when you just like say something and you like already know how to explain like certain like parts of like law or like government or whatever in a class when somebody asks something, and they're like, "Damn, he's smarter than the teacher." Like, dude, like. I'm not trying to like get on his nerves and be that guy that like the teacher fucking like shits on because he's like insecure, you know. I don't want that to happen to me. But
I want to ask this guy something else.
Government
I don't want to talk about government. I want to talk. What do you do for a living, sir?
Not really anything. I'm just finishing
How old are you?
Senior year.
You're Ohio affiliated media though.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Are you like? Are you the Russian flag? Are you pro-Russia? That's more interesting.
Nothing happens in Ohio, so there's not much media going on.
You're pro-Russian?
Ohio is the most important state in the United States.
Why is that?
We have
the most
everything
annoying people I ever met are from Ohio.
It's round on both ends and high in the middle.
Like planes from Ohioans. Astronauts are mostly Ohioans. Right?
Are you an Ohioan?
Yeah, because they waste so much, dude. Just get them the fuck off the country. Take some of the stupid off the world. Ease us up a little bit.
Like Ohio, who says that? I never called myself a
Tommy,
New Jerseyan.
You've never seen the Ohio 2 map?
Who calls himself an Ohioan? Nobody does
No,
that.
the Pauls have for years, bro. No, this is a thing. This is a thing. Like,
so you live close to there, so I mean,
The governor of Ohio's kid, I think, literally like drew a map of the United States, and she's like got Ohio on there, and then the entire rest of the country was just Ohio 2.
I had dude. When I was in the, I got a funny story. When I was in the army,
wacky about Ohio.
I was in the army. This actually happened, and my lieutenant was the lieutenant commander was from the LT was from Texas, and he's like, Sergeant Fernandez, I would like you draw a map of the world. Yes, sir. Right? And he starts, drawing kind of a crude map of the world, and then he traces out Texas. All right. And then he goes, then he says something. Okay, Fernandez, show us what countries are in this world that you've drawn, and there's some shit like that. And he goes, well, sir, this here's is Texas, and this is America, and all the rest of this is un-America. So they're like Texans, is what you're saying? Yeah.
Dude, they're exactly like Texans. They're like everyone actually knows Texans are like that because they give a shit because it's kind of a big state. Texas, it's got a lot of media and cowboys and cool shit. Ohio's just got unemployed workers from the old factories. Nobody knows fucking dick about Funny? Ohio, but they're so prideful.
They got a
lot of jobs here, all right.
They got a lot of
that racist ass mascot. That's
it.
Fuck out of your baseball team. And that's it, man.
They got a bunch of funk music and rappers, Bone Thugs and Harmony is from Cleveland, a shitload of fucking
Cleveland's the weirdest town you'll be in. You'll be there the middle of a Saturday night, and you'll be like, wow, this town is fucking deserted because it's meant for 2 million people, and there's 5 people that live there.
So Cleveland
fucking empty.
So Cleveland doesn't rock.
Absolute garbage, though.
All right, get out of here. I hate Ohio. Everybody I met in the army from Ohio was annoying. Bye. Yeah. Really, they were the most annoying people I ever met were from Ohio.
Yeah,
I even had a guy.
Ohio. We hate Ohio.
Here. Yeah, don't ever come back here, Ohio.
If you're in Ohio right now and you're in the audience, you're blocked.
I'll tell you. Thank you for the membership, Agmar. I met a guy the only normal person I ever met from Ohio turned out to get weird. When you went to the army, right? You had to. What do they call that? Not a next of kin. I had to sign everything over to my ex-wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, all my checks went to her, and if something happened to me, she would have she would have control of my estate. What do they call that, DM King? I forget. And you have to sign everything over to her. What do they call that when you're downrange or in a war zone or something? What do they call that? Power of attorney. There you go. Thank you so much. So you got to give power of attorney to your wife and all that stuff, right? So my friend from Ohio, who was a saxophone player for the Army band, really good one too, super talented guy. I used to watch Spaghetti Wednesdays in Iraq and Tikrit, and I'd watch him play sax or whatever. And he would come down in between and start bitching about what I thought was his wife, right? And he said that, they were having problems. I was like, well, that's really too bad. Boy, a lot of guys are having problems. And he says, well, the good news is I'm going on R&R soon. I was like, yeah, you probably need a break. Maybe you guys get together and patch it up. Well, he goes, I'm going to get married. And I'm like, you're having these kind of problems and you're going home to get married? You're going to have to give her power of attorney and everything too. He said, yeah. So I go, is what you're saying to me that you're nervous about this? And he just got real quiet. And it's like, look, I don't know you well enough, but I got to be honest with you. If I was as nervous as you, I might want to push this marriage off and just say when you come back, it's just too much for you to handle and be in a war zone. And he's like, man, I'm in the band. Nobody's going to buy that. Make up some bullshit. He actually I think they got shot out more than we did. And I was in headquarters because they actually left the base. So you can make an argument they deserved a combat action badge. Right? So I said, make up some, well, that nobody ever listens to me. And that's not new from YouTube. This goes back a long time. So I end up going back early. He goes out and gets married. I end up coming back just out of, I was supposed to be there when he got back. I end up coming back to Germany. So I don't see him until the end of the tour, which had about 4 or 5 months left, right? Everybody comes home, back from Iraq to Germany. I see him at the Irish pub downtown, and he kind of just waves me over. I was like, hey, Sergeant H, man, how you doing? What's going on? He says, come here. And I said, what's going on? It's like, come close. He's like, come close. She goes, you were right about everything. I was like, what are you talking about? She took everything. What are you talking about? He had acquired about $70,000 because you don't really touch your money over there. It goes right into the bank and stays there. She had the power of attorney, like me and my wife did. So if she needed to pay for something, my wife only touched it when she needed. Ex-wife did. So he had acquired about $50,000, $60,000. She cleaned the account up, which she had every right to do. Left no money in there, and let him take the charges because you have no money in the bank account. It starts acquiring payments on it, right? And left for a guy next door. He completely and totally got scammed. He told me he was in the they were checking him out for suicide, and the only good thing that is he met some Russian chick that was a translator out there, and he used to bang her once in a while. He completely ruined his life, like that, just like that. He was from Ohio, right? And
so he deserved it. Is what you're saying. Now I'm on board. I was getting real bummed out.
That's kind of where I'm going. Okay.
Interesting.
So I'm like this poor fucking guy. Another guy that didn't listen to me. Hey, he was younger than I was at the time. I was in my 30s. He was in his early 20s. We all make big fucking mistakes. Okay, but every time he saw me, he's like, God, man, I wish I'd listened to you. God, I wish I'd listened to you. God, I would wish I'd listened to you. Right. But 2 years after that, I made a crack about a union from Ohio, right, that I thought was doing something silly on Facebook. He wrote me, and he goes, I'm never speaking to you again. And I've never heard to him, just like that.
That's fucking absurd.
What? Yeah, just like okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, something bad happened to him after that, but I'm not going because I don't want anybody to put two and two together.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was like, I don't know. He was like a smart guy, too. I think this might be a combination of two stories, and I might not tell 100% the truth because I want to protect the guy's identity, but yeah, that's what I think about Ohio.
Great.
All of that for that.
Yeah. I have an issue with people from Ohio. I really do.
All of that just be like, fuck Ohio.
Well, yeah, there was a guy in my basic training who was like, I don't think you did your socks right. Fuck yourself. Right? No, I don't think you did it. Like, it's fine. Yeah.
Johnny.
You know, fucking.
I think you didn't do your socks right.
Oh God! It's like we already passed inspection. We already passed inspections. It doesn't matter. Drill sergeant, come over. You knock it down. You see, you don't do your socks right. So I did. I fucked his socks up, and the drill sergeant knocked his shit down next time. How about that? All right, let's take some calls. Let's see. Brick, what do you have to the conversation? And don't fuck this up. I have no patience because this show's all over the place. Bye, Brick.
Wait a second.
Lethality. We'll get to you, Captain Poofers and others. Go ahead. Lethality. What do you want to talk about? Go ahead.
Hey, I was good, Tommy. Yeah. This bake shit's fucking hilarious.
It's super funny.
Dude, like, oh God. Like, I've been through the court system myself, but it's not, I've never fucked up a plea deal as fucked up as like that retard.
How many times do you have to plead to something? How many times? What do you plead to? Possession?
Yeah, I had to plead to possession. It's not because like I couldn't. It's not because like I did it. It's because like I couldn't prove I didn't.
Nobody
do it,
ever did it. That's what they always say.
It's not because I didn't. It's because I couldn't prove I didn't do it. Like because the cop caught you with shit. Is that why?
No, it was.
Now you sound like
story actually was what actually happened to me was it wasn't possession. It was accessory to theft.
It's like the movie Holes, where you were walking under an underpass and sneakers fell in your hands, and you're like, "Wow, God really gave me these."
Oh
yeah,
accessory to.
Mine is more like
Mac. You are a zoomer.
I want to hear his story. One of the great things I don't think guys are appreciating when people tell stories. People like. Internet stories aren't half as interesting as something like getting hit with accessory to theft, right? All right. How did you get accessory to theft?
Oh yeah, a friend of mine who didn't have a car wanted me to drive him down to the gas station, get some drinks for a party he was going to attend to. Okay. I was like, okay, no problem. I took him down there and I waited in the car. I was sitting there on Snapchat. I look over. He's running out of the store with a backpack he didn't have before.
I told you.
And he jumps into my car and he screams at me. He's like, "Dude, drive!
Go! I've been there. I've been there.
And I didn't.
Go!
Dude, and in my mind, my first thought was, "What the fuck did you
do? Get the fuck out of here," is what I'd be thinking.
Wait, tell me, was it?
Too, but then I was like, he did something. If I run, I'm gonna look worse.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't run.
If you drove, you would have looked a lot better, I think.
Oh,
you might have gotten
away. Oh God.
But then he's in a high-speed chase, and
dude,
then now he's looking.
Often are you
now he's looking
drinking though, going like.
No. Now he's in a high-speed chase. Now he's looking at 10 years.
Yeah,
well, it's up to if he's a good driver, he's looking at nothing.
Wait, did you get arrested? So you got arrested for doing nothing, basically?
Yes.
Yeah. But just sitting in the car and looking.
Yeah,
at it.
pretty much.
So, so do you get it?
I feel like that.
How did the? Are you from Ohio too? The chat wants to know.
Fuck no.
It's like I might be a fuck up, but I'm not from Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God.
So, like, what did the lawyers tell you? Like, when you told them the story? Unless are you telling us the whole truth? Like, tell us if you fucking already convicted this shit.
The only thing
you'd punch a cop or something.
Yeah.
No, I didn't punch a cop. No,
yeah.
Honestly, I should have gotten a lawyer, but I couldn't.
Oh, you got I knew it.
I was about to say, dude, that sounds like a fucking lawyer problem if you couldn't get out of the.
What about a court-appointed attorney?
I spoke to the attorney guy,
public pretender,
right? And he was sitting there and he goes, "Dude, this is your first offense. If anything, this is just a slap on the wrist. You're fine."
You get a felony?
No, it was a Class C misdemeanor.
What was the punishment?
6 months probation.
Oh, dude, you're totally clear.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
he didn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
If
he's telling the truth,
one thing I do have to say was the other guy attempted to lie and say that I was involved in it.
Yeah, because he gets
but thankfully, I'm a fucking superstitious person. I always record my phone calls.
Okay.
Oh shit, you're Jocko, but in real life.
The difference is I don't drop him on Twitter, dude.
Yeah, the one time
my question, he gets in the car, you stare at him, and then the cops come and arrest him, right?
Yeah, they tell us both to get out of the car.
You didn't put that car. You're telling me you did not put that car in drive.
The funny thing is
stop for a second. You did not put that car in drive. Swear to me.
I did not put that car. I swear. Hand on the Bible, hand on my heart.
So you're the reason he was arrested. You're the reason he's arrested. You should be a hero.
I got him, officer.
Yeah.
Guys, I already got him in the back of the car.
Was it armed robbery, or did he just grab some shit and run? Was it armed robbery?
He just, dude. The thing he stole was like, oh god, it's so stupid. Like if God,
what was it?
He stole like a 24-pack of like Bud Lights.
Oh my god! Wait, what?
He's not even Bush Lattes. It was Bud Light.
You sound like my uncle.
He went out of his way to catch that fucking charge and to do that for a
24-pack
of the worst fucking beer ever.
I'm trying. I'd have beat that. I would have fucking.
You gotta be.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm friending this guy on Discord right now, though. That's for sure.
Thanks, man.
Fucking hilarious.
Fucking
this dude. Not even.
That's what I'm saying. You sit there. You want to talk about Baked Alaska? Exactly. The people in here are 10 times more interesting than Baked Alaska. I'm telling you. I know. I can smell them. I can smell.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. That's too funny. How long ago was it? How old are you now? And how old are you then?
I'm 20. I am 22. When it happened, I was 20.
2 years ago.
Oh, so you're completely done off probation and all that then.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well now.
It's time to shoot up a school.
Nice, you just keep your head low, play some Overwatch.
Yeah. I'd be mad. Are you still mad about it a little bit?
Honestly, I wish he never fucking did it, but yeah.
Is your friend an asshole? Is he mad at you?
Are you still friends with him?
No, he's good. He's not my friend anymore.
Obviously, yeah.
What happened to him?
I think he did something worse.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
He became a white supremacist.
He did.
He stole a 50-pack of Bud Light.
Yeah. He stole the Stella of Roses.
He stole two
Bud.
No,
God, no.
It'd be funny if he went to prison for stealing Bud Light and he comes out a skinhead. Like,
Jesus Christ.
No, that would actually be like a Wigger nationalist, you know?
We grows.
Which is what that actually stands for. I didn't know that was. I thought it was just they said like white nationalists, but no, it's actually Wigger nationalists.
I just say the funniest thing was as soon as they pull both of us out of the car, the officers go like, "All right, what's your names?" He goes, "My name's makes up a name," and I'm like, "All right, no. His name is actually this. He lives here.
Oh,
His
you
social security."
You rolled on him and you still fucking got arrested.
This guy was about to throw me under the bus. I'm gonna throw him under the bus.
Yeah, fuck him.
You fucking
honestly, we're
reading a story about how like you were involved in this from the beginning too when you was in the fucking courtroom. Like what the fuck, you know?
Yeah,
also, like that's the dumbest thing to lie about.
Wrong.
Like, you can just check your ID, motherfucker.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like if that guy starts running his mouth, like right off the bat, the normal thing to do in that situation is nothing. Like you didn't run, you didn't do anything, and you don't know the cops' explanation. But if he starts running his mouth, you look like you're hiding something. But you got arrested either way.
Yeah.
So
I think you did the right thing. It just sucks you couldn't get a lawyer.
Why didn't nobody get you a lawyer? You probably got off if you got a lawyer.
Yeah, I think you would have gotten off. I don't know anything about legal.
Let him answer the question. Let him answer the question. Why didn't you get a lawyer?
I couldn't afford $5,000.
That was it.
I couldn't just drop the
they didn't even.
cash.
But you got like a public defender, right? Or no?
Yeah, how come you didn't get a public
defender? I did get a
defender?
Did defender.
Did he
go
to
took a plea deal.
You
took a plea deal, right?
I did take the plea deal.
Okay.
Yeah, so you didn't even try to fight in court.
Because that's what public fucking pretenders do. That's what my dad fucking has always told me. Like, fuck those guys.
Oh,
Fuck those guys. I will go out of my way to actually like pay to get a lawyer.
It's literally a gig for bad lawyers. It's a steady gig for bad lawyers.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Better call Saul.
I can tell you, if I could have dropped the dollars, I definitely would have.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
I mean, shit, you're 20, dude. I don't have.
I
don't have $5,000 just laying around. You know,
that was a great call.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's an easy W for the lawyer, right? Guys, like, Your Honor, he didn't drive off.
Guys, when I smell a good call, let me go. Jeez. Like I could totally.
There was too many jokes that could be made. I just couldn't help myself.
Okay.
Once he said the 24-pack of Bud
there was
Light,
just blood in the water the whole call.
It was fucking over. Like once he said that's what he like caught the charge for.
Poofers, you're on.
Hey, you guys hear me?
Yeah, sure. What's up? What's happening with you?
Okay. Let me turn off the stream real quick. Hold on. Let me mute it.
That would be nice.
Okay. I got one question for you. It seems to me like you know about John Swan a little bit more than most people.
I do.
When did you meet him?
What?
When did you meet John Swan?
Well, how
Was it
I'm more interested. Like, how did you come up with that conclusion? And I've never talked to him in even a Discord call more than twice. To be honest with you,
Tommy was actually at his brisk.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought you guys like met at like the NCO
I can read fucking people. I get a pretty good idea what individuals will do. I've met enough.
He was in a group chat with him.
It's a group chat with him, and then I think he did work with me on like a quick news video I did once. He was pretty helpful. I was in a few chats with him, a few meetings with other guys in there, but other than that, nothing. I don't know why. Yeah, no.
I don't know. I was under the impression like you.
I know a piece of shit when I see one.
Oh, okay.
I know how to steer clear from bad people. All right, I'm good at it. And that guy it wasn't even just like, I mean, some people get by me, but that guy's like, the spidey sense was scratching my balls. It wasn't just fucking tingling. You know? So. No, I don't know the guy. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Poofers. Ask the question anyway. I'll try to answer the best I can.
Well, like I said, I think you already answered it. I thought it was from like the NCO days, but apparently not. So
yeah, but I didn't see him.
I mean, it was the NCO days.
I saw him. I think the only thing I ever mentioned him before the whole NCO. I think I remember saying to Willie, "Boy, that guy's fucking annoying." You know?
Yeah, it was.
What a fucking clout suck. That's it. That's like. God, every time I go in there, it's like them talking about YouTube videos like it's, like hard science.
Dude, that was literally the age
and then
where
Turkey Tom putting some racist meme in there. You know, that's what it was. That's all it was. And occasionally I would write "Hail Satan." You know.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. No, it was literally just everyone thought they were cooler than the daily upload commentators. That was literally like half.
Yeah, well, there was a hierarchy in there as well. There was like the super mega, like the Marriotts and you know.
No, Marriott was a no one back then though.
No, he wasn't.
Even Jay Schlatt was in that chat, and he was an absolute fucking nobody. Too.
No, by the time the thing left, he was about close to $1 million or 500,000. So
yeah, but I'm talking about
started off as a fucking nobody in there, but Marriott was always going places. He has a big personality. That can't be contained.
Yeah.
I don't know about his music, man, but some people seem to like it. I guess he's changed to a musician. You know, from what I can see.
I don't like
content sent you his ViewBots. Did he really? Is that the Captain content? Well, thank you. I guess ViewBots. Well,
the other thing I wanted to ask real quick, sorry, was you had mentioned before that I guess John Swan made an alt account. This was back after he got caught. He made an alt account going after a number of people.
Who? Say it again.
John Swan. John Swan made like an alt account going after a number of content creators, talking about them, or this was during like after he got caught with the Dream scandal.
I remember. I guess I can talk about anything now. I think some of that I'm not supposed to talk about, but it's like so old. I
literally don't know.
He went after. I don't remember it. He went after Turkey Tom's girlfriend.
Yeah, but not from an alt account.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know but that's all I know. I don't remember what you said. I'm not even. Yeah, I'm not.
Well,
sure.
He was planning on doing, like he was like looking up info,
on doing
something
to Tom's girlfriend. I don't know why he got such a bug up his ass about Tom's girlfriend. He got kind of nearsighted at the time, or tunnel vision at the time.
John Swan, great guy. I guess I'm wondering, is any of these questions going anywhere? Like, is there a big thing you're trying to figure out?
Are you working on a video
I'm working on a documentary for the guy.
For John?
Like, against him. Yeah.
Well, you can do one for him. That would be actually different. Those racist memes are a part of a pipeline. I am now a part of America's First Movement, and I think Nick has a hots for me. Turkey Tom. You know.
True.
Did you put up a poll,
Real American Patriots.
Okay.
Yes. I think the answer is yes, too.
Okay.
No.
35 votes.
Yeah, I'm basically looking into the whole thing. So I pretty much have written out the script. I've done all my research. So it's getting out there soon.
I'm making a John video too that I'm going to try and have out tomorrow. And can I just say, me just trying to put this into words, it's like. And I can't even do it. It's so stupid. Some of this shit is so stupid when I explain it. I'm like, that can't possibly be what happened. And it is.
Is it going to be funny or is it going to be ultra technical and serious, your video?
Well, no, I'm just trying to goof on him.
Yeah. Just put a dildo on his face the whole video. That'd be funny.
Face the whole video.
Good luck with your video. Take care. Bye-bye.
So about that poll, survey says
my dick's too small.
Well, you know, I did it. I wanted to see.
Why is that on the side?
I wanted to see like what you're more likely to click, and it's clearly the top one. So that's kind of what I was sort of experimenting there. You know, people don't read shit anyway. They just want to click. Ooh, button.
It's true. I'm not gonna lie. You put that up, and I was like, "This is stupid," but I'm picking one. I'm clicking.
Exactly. You clicked it anyway.
I click it because it's in the way. It's distracting. It's got to get out of the way.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to see what they go to first, so I win. I'm smart. I'm not stupid. Muriel, I think. My eyes aren't that good.
Mr. Ural.
Mr. Ural.
Hello, Tommy. How you doing?
How are you, sir?
Fine. Couple of questions to ask.
Okay.
Do you think that Baked Alaska's biggest enemy is himself?
Everybody's there. You know, I got to be honest with you. I am sick of that saying or expression. You're your own worst enemy. Everybody's their own worst enemy. Yeah, I mean, well, the guys know. I here's what I think about Baked Alaska. He has the IQ of a hockey puck, And like we have social media now, and there's people that have always been around, like Baked Alaska, and some of them are successful. I don't know if I want to call him successful, but he's definitely been.
He's got his own brand. He was on, built his own.
Like he's kind of built his own public persona. A lot of people would like to do that. A lot of people consider that success. You know, and
is he the guy that goes around just pepper spraying people?
Yes.
But here's the thing. Just because you do well on YouTube, just because you make money, it doesn't mean you're smart or worth listening to. But with Basic Lansing, like you see, it doesn't matter.
It's like the trial thing. Like I was on Doc's stream and I said the same thing. All he had to do was keep his mouth shut. He would have gone slap on the wrist. And now he opened his fucking mouth.
But he's a retard. And there's lots more. We expect so much from public figures. We expect them to be more sophisticated than we are because, not everybody's on TV or even in a high profile place in the internet, and we expect them to act a certain way. Like, but you got to realize that people put their, I had somebody in the Army tell me this. A general puts his pants on the same way you do, right? Like one leg at a time. All right, and you got to realize, like, knowing that, I'm pretty fucking retarded. That means, like, I can only imagine what people like him are like. They're just retarded. That's it. That's all. There's nothing else to say here.
If Hassan has taught me anything, you don't have to be shrewd to be successful.
Yes.
And
AC's smarter than me.
Do you think this whole like trial is basically a political trial, no different to the Rittenhouse trial?
I think that's a different conversation for another time. I think at this stage, since there was no insurrection, it's just they're political prisoners. But they all should be charged and convicted of criminal trespass, and that's it. I think at this stage, where there's obviously not no grand conspiracy, this is obviously designed to keep Trump from running again. That these, like, we look at them, they're not a part of organizations that are relevant. There's nothing there. They're just morons. And Baked Alaska, like, is one of the key figures. Like, come on. We know what a moron he is. If you're on the internet, you know what he's moron. So, I mean, I think in a weird way, people like, there's like a mass amount of patsies out there because there's nothing to this. There was a Capitol riot. It was really a dark day in our history. But it wasn't the darkest. I would say it wasn't as bad as when the Challenger exploded. It was a bunch of guys acting like what makes the fucking Capitol building so fucking sacred now? When they were building federal buildings and doing crazy shit all over the country, not 6 months earlier than that. I just don't get it.
It's not even the first time it got.
Motherfuckers lit it up in 1812.
I also remember the Black Panthers stormed it once.
Did they?
The 60s,
I don't know. I think something else crazy happens there all the time. I think it's been bombed once or twice too. The Brits burned it damn near to the ground. I don't know if you knew that.
Isn't that the White House as well?
I don't know if they got the White House.
I know the White House.
Yeah, that was the White House.
That was the White House,
yeah.
I know the White House was. I don't know. I didn't know about the Capitol.
I think I'm getting a call from President Trump right now.
Are you? Sure.
Yeah, hold on.
All right, hold on.
I think he wants to call in for some reason.
Donald Trump? Mr. President?
Yeah, Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump?
He is a friend of the show.
He is a friend of the show.
Yes. I would have him on my friends list, but he's been banned from every platform. What do you got?
Another question.
Go ahead.
So, this is something that Keemstar seems to post a lot about, the whole internet being boring.
Yeah.
Do you think the internet's boring now?
Yeah.
Do you think Keem's right in the whole the internet's gotten boring?
I wonder if it's just like the censorship has taken hold and the algorithms have been changed so many times, and the cool people just moved on to other platforms. Social media sites have died, have come and gone. Some of them were pretty popular at one point. I can remember a few. Vine. What was the one before Facebook that was big?
MySpace.
MySpace.
And you know what else is going to be huge? It's going to be Truth Social. Let me tell you, Baked Alaska. He's got a huge nose. He's got a huge nose, but he's got an even bigger heart. People, they don't understand this. What he did it because he loves his country. I think he may be French Canadian. He's got a name. I can't pronounce it, but it's fine. He's supporting me. I said, go down there, cause a little ruckus, have a little fun, it's a party. I personally invited them to the Capitol. And people, they took it the wrong way. I mean, they were busting it down sexual style, and it was a couple of white boys being quirked up. It's as simple as that. And AOC and the liberals, they don't want to tell you this. They don't want to admit this.
No, they don't.
Oh, that was Donald Trump,
friend of the show.
Yes, I'm still on the line.
By the way,
my British
the
President
polls
Trump.
in,
What is our
102 votes? Yes is the answer.
Like I said, I think
there you go.
I mean, it's ironic because what Keem does is, I suppose, if you can call it commentary. It's interesting to see how a lot of these old scarce is completely no one knows what scarce is.
Can I my ego take over and answer this shit for a second?
Go ahead.
Please,
I think Tommy's right. I just think it literally comes down to the risk of being banned from websites. So all these people with these bigger than life personalities that were off
can't have a bigger than life personality.
Now can't do it.
We agree.
They can't get as big as they used to. If they do, they get banned, so they can't make money doing it. So they got to go get a real fucking job. So they don't do this shit.
Yeah.
Do you think, Willie? Because I know Turkey Tom says this said this on a video. But do you think there's the potential for the pendulum to come back, like that kind of anti-SJW content might make a return in the near?
No, because this time they stop it. Because they believe that's the content that got Trump elected. So no, look, they're having a meltdown because Trump might be able to post some tweets. I mean, the federal government's getting involved. They're investigating Elon Musk. So, no, I don't think you could do it that way. I mean, you see these fucking old Gamergaters out there that try to distance themselves from Gamergate because, first of all, they're a bunch of fucking grifters. Medicare is right. And they didn't believe anything they were saying. So, no, like guys like Chris Reagan, Keemstar, but he's open about it. All these guys, all these ex-Gators, they're about the algorithm. They're apolitical. All those Gamergaters, apolitical. They will ride any motherfucking train. So no, I don't think it'll swing back unless
I'll take that one farther. There's an interview
unless it's profitable, and it was mad profitable in 2014 and 15.
Yeah, and there's an interview with Susan Wojcicki that is still out there. I mean, you could go listen to it now, where she straight up says in the interview, yeah, like our content, the way we decide to like censor it and push what news is forward and what videos we think is okay in the algorithm and whatnot, it's had an effect on our views, where our views and our numbers and our money has gone down because we changed the algorithm that way. But we think it's our duty to do it. That's straight up. You can go listen to this interview of her saying that stuff. So, and it's with like the New York Times. So look, man, it can change, but it needs to have a leadership change in YouTube or an ideology change where they stop caring, similar to what's going on Twitter, where a new guy gets in there and he's like, you know what, free speech, profit first. Who gives a shit about anything else? You know,
pretty much.
It's not with her in charge. It won't. I don't think YouTube will go back to what it was like that.
No, I don't think it will. I think
the closest thing is Speed, and Speed will get banned at some point.
Yeah, Speed is probably the closest thing the old school has ever seen.
I think there's a very, very if there could be a kind of a little, maybe a small comeback on the
Speed will get banned at some point.
If I was 17,
the alternatives.
If I was 17 right now and I was good at this shit and I'd try to get banned, because it seems like when you get banned, right, you're already rich by the time they actually get you, and then walk, cash in, be as extreme as you want, and walk. I mean, I can't do that. I'm too old, but I'm fucking.
Well, I think the strategy is be as extreme as you want, and then as you're about to get banned, walk it back and be more like.
That's what you see a lot,
Yeah,
but
then you get to continue to make money.
XQC, Destiny, like a lot of these guys that they finally had enough of them, they can start their own websites or do their own thing. Like even Tim Pool is always prepared to fucking get clipped, and he's not extreme at all. You know, I mean, he might disagree with his views, but he's not fucking like a edgy commentator by any stretch. You know, they just
he's very
do it
mild.
and walk. What a debate!
I think Tim's.
This isn't a debate stream, you dumb motherfucker. What a debate stream, Tommy. I don't know. Whoever that guy is in the chat, he can go fuck himself. I don't appreciate his sarcasm.
Yeah, Donald Trump, he disconnected. He had to go because of that comment.
All right, so I'm sorry. I wasn't getting a true soul.
Sorry, President. Sorry, my real president.
Call, man. I got to get some other people to call a date. You guys can call back if you are. We're having the show. It's for members only. All right. Guess what? This weekend, you're going to want to be a fucking member if you're not, because we got a lot of stuff. We're going to be going live for a long mega stream at the fight, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me.
Creator Clash.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard. For the Creator Clash, we'll be calling the fight. And let me tell you something. You're going to want to be a part of the you're going to want to be part of the Discord with this fight. We're going to be interacting with the audience, coming in on some of the big groups that'll be in the Discord. It's going to be a fucking blast. We haven't done anything like before.
Have you watched Harley's videos promoting the fight?
Harley's?
No.
Epic Mealtime.
Oh, Epic Mealtime. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
With Sam Hyde, him training with Sam Hyde. Dude, it's hands down the best content on YouTube.
Luis J. Gomez, too, was in there. He was training with Sam Hyde in like an alleyway.
I see that, yeah. So we're gonna be
fucking awesome. He's the only guy promoting that fucking thing.
We've been having Agmar on forever.
I hope Boogie gets laid out in the hospital. Like, just interaction.
What's up, man?
What's up, Agmar?
It's been a while. Took a little break. I'm here now again, and I
What's
see nothing has changed.
Why would it?
So I have a question. All right, what's your gripe with Ohioans? As a fellow Ohioan myself, okay.
Here we go.
I want to get
Ohio. You're from Ohio. Everything I say.
Anglo-Saxon.
I'll tell you what.
Overly American.
Annoyingly,
I'm not even white.
You want my answer to the question or not? Annoyingly Christian, extremely uptight, unfunny, and loves to tell other people what to do. That's my problem with Ohio.
You know what my issue is?
What?
They're not enough Southern to be Southern, and they're not enough Northern to be
That's
Northern.
they're like a Napoleon complex. They have like an American Napoleon complex. There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Most annoying
I've been to
hillbillies in the
Texas
planet.
too, so I know what Texans are like.
I like Texans.
I think Texas is a little worse.
I love Texans. No, Texans are fun. Texans are like, hey, you want to go out and get some beer? Like
Texans,
a guy from Ohio is no. A guy from Ohio is. Let me finish. We can't have 20 people talking to it. A guy from Ohio is like, I think you're breaking Ohio State law by putting that much beer in the back of your pickup. That's the difference. Fucking party in Texas, pointing out the thing you're doing wrong in Ohio. That's my experience with Ohioans.
Yeah. Also,
I don't know what part of Ohio have you been in.
Also, it's Oklahomans who are the retards.
Doesn't your river just light on fire like occasionally?
Yeah.
The Ohio River.
That's like all of California, though.
No.
I don't like California.
It seems like every other fucking year, poor California, half the state's fucking burning.
But your guys'
we're talking about a river. We're talking about a river, you retard, and you're like, oh, what? That's the
water lights on fire. They got a forest and that's different, right? Your guys' your river lights on fire because it's.
Hey, you know what? It's a river. Just go underwater. You'll be
okay. LA catches on fire.
Yeah, you know a lot about fire water, eh, bud?
Yeah. Yes.
LA catches on fire every year because they're all pedophiles and Satanists. That's why. So there you go. Why does your river catch on fire?
Is your favorite video that Cleveland, at least we're not Detroit video?
Hey, I never said we were smart, okay? I said we exist.
Yeah, well, you tried to call Texans retards.
Well, yeah, because they are.
I mean, he's not wrong, right? A broken clock.
Bitch.
Yeah, good one, buddy.
Oh, good one. Yeah, they're
goes
actually
to see
sending
from the
fucking rockets
United
into space.
States again.
Ohioans are sending fucking cars into traffic. Okay, like.
Well, you know, we hit them.
What else you got? Agmar?
That's all I had. I just thought I'd come back, say hello to everybody.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, no problem. Peace out.
Whoa.
Yeah, the AC goes hard.
Yeah.
Well, you started talking about Texas, and I don't cotton.
Are you from that dumb fuck state too?
I grew up there. You fucking. What are you like? Fucking some retard from Boston or some shit? Where the fuck is WillyMac? Jersey.
Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're
dude,
from off-brand
Boston. Jag off.
Yeah. We're like getting shot every weekend.
We don't even like apples.
What's up, Dav? You done? You up here? You're not here?
Maybe Android glitch. I don't know.
Dave, get up here. Taking Aussie.
Yo, get this brick guy in here.
All right.
Hopefully he's here.
You want to show? No,
Brick.
he's not. And he's
Rick, I swear to God, dude.
He's getting an hour off.
Speak.
Huh?
All right, what's up?
What's
Rick?
up?
What's?
Yeah, not at home. I was going to try to call on my phone, but I didn't want to.
Close the show. What interesting thing you have to talk about?
Well, you guys talk about Ohio. I mean, I agree Ohio sucks, but I hear Cleveland's a place. You know.
Okay.
I wouldn't go, but it's a fucking place. No, I just wanted
to okay. If you want more of engaging calls like that, go to the post show, I guess.
Post show, and then 6 p.m. is the Stardust versus the World.
There you go. 6 p.m. Stardust versus the World. All right, everybody. Thanks, Willie. Thanks, AC. We'll see you Saturday and Sunday. Well, I don't promise Sunday. Usually when I do those big long streams, I'm like, fuck it. But yeah, we'll see you Saturday for the big stream, for the big fight. Watch I did.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs,
shit, let's go to
catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6
like
bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly.
Yeah, we'll probably do that. We gotta do it
through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
My dick's too small.
I'll agree.